Light tanks are probably the hardest class to play inside of World of Tanks. There is so many things you need to do to play the light tanks in an effective way. So today I will show you 5 most important things that will make you a better light tank player. The first is minimap. I've seen a lot of players playing with a really small minimap. That small, you can't almost see what is happening on it. For example, Skill for LTU is one of the best players in the World of Tanks, and take a look at the size of his minimap. So I recommend you to set your minimap at least at the second largest option. You have to check a minimap always in World of Tanks. And with light tanks especially. For example, with a heavy tank, you can go to the heavy flank and just farm and you don't care. Because your mobility does not allow you to make a big rotations. But with a light tank, you are able to flank your enemies whenever you spot the hole in their formation and farm them from their backs. Your team is losing one of the flanks, your tank has the best mobility to be able to come to that flank and help there to win it, or be the first who will defend your base and be able to spot coming enemies for your TDs. Second, setup. The best and the only setup for light tanks is definitely CVS, optics and exhausting system. On the maps like Prokhorovka, Malinovka, Murovanka, Redshire, Studanki, Fisherman's Bay, Westfield, Sand River, Highway, Outpost, Pilsen, Steppes, Iceberg, Siegfried Line, the only way you can effectively spot on these maps is playing with this setup. To your other setup, put whatever you want. I don't care. For example, rammer, stab, vents, whatever, but while scouting, always carry CVS, optics and exhausting system. Number 3. Check matchmaking. How many light tanks are against you? Is there an EBR? Can I take an aggressive position? Do I have Manticore and I am against the Panzerwagen? Easy. But what if it's exactly opposite? How many TDs are there? Is anyone behind me? And we are back on the minimap theme. And how important it is. Are you even spotting for anyone? And if, for example, answer is no, don't stay and wait in bush spotting for no one and waiting for a sure death. Just take your tank, use your mobility and run. Don't rush to take risky position if there is no one behind you to cover you. Simply, I would say low amount of lights and lot of TDs and SPGs are great for you and you can play aggressive. On the other hand, high amount of light tanks and only few TDs means you should be more passive, but you have to always check the minimap. Number 4. Learn positions. This thing is kinda marathon, but you are not able to play light tanks without knowing a positions you have to take. And it's not just about a positions that you are going to take. You have to know where the enemy light tanks are probably sitting, to outspot them or to avoid being spotted by them. You need to know where TDs are sitting, to not cross right in front of enemy FV and get one shot. But how to learn all these positions on all maps? And the answer is you can't. There is probably no player in the game that know all positions on all maps, but you can learn as much as possible by playing. Where are tanks usually playing? Which positions are taking your teammates in the light tanks, and try the same position next time. Did your teammate did 10,000 spotting? Where was he playing? Download the replay and watch it and try to do same steps next time. Watch other YouTubers and streamers playing light tanks and try to take the same positions in your own games. Number 5. Be patient. We are seeing light tank players and especially EBRs dying in first seconds of the battle, trying to take an aggressive bushes. But you want to know something? Light tanks are the class that is stronger every time an enemy tank dies. Because with decreasing numbers of tanks makes map bigger and holes in enemy lines are starting to create, and you can push through them to the back of your enemies, flank them and kill them. You can get to the enemy base and kill SPGs for free. That is never going to happen in the first minute, or you will definitely die for it. For example, on Prokhorovka, which light tank survives longer, that is going to win in the 90% of battles. So, if you throw your light tank at the first minute, you also throw the game for your whole team. It means in some games you need to take one powerful position and hold it for a minute, and sometimes even for almost whole game. So, the most important things are: check the minimap whenever you can, look at the matchmaking and setups of tanks on both sides, and learn new positions whenever you can. And the last one is, check the minimap. Guys, thank you for watching. If you have any other tips, let us know in the comments below. What do you think? And if you found these tips helpful, please like and subscribe. And in the next video, see you.